On January 20th, 2024, a Broward Sheriff's Office officer responded to Bright Star Credit Union in Cooper City, Florida, where a $5,000 fraud was unfolding in real time. The bank had already identified the suspect. 2 victim members had confirmed unauthorized transfers. A withdrawal slip was in hand. The officer walked in with facts, not a hunch.
Through illegal means, she got a hold of 2 other victims' information.
Well, we don't know if she was the person that called them. We just know that she came to withdraw the fraudulent.
That were obtained through illegal means.
Right.
So she could be...
Yeah, so when Gainey came out last time for the exact same situation, he 15 the person here on the spot.
Okay.
So, is that right? She's clean.
She's part of the scheme one way or another, either as an innocent victim, or she's a major player in the scheme, or just somebody who will give you this money and then give us a piece. Right? That's usually the way these things work?
Normally, I mean, so yeah, so obviously there has to be some engagement in what's going on. We have the branch manager here.
Okay, is everything okay?
We have a current fraud in progress right now.
Okay.
So
why did we get a panic? 10-8 the air, it's 53 in progress.
So what's going on, it looks like, so I called both of the members, it looks like our accounts were hacked online, and it was transferred into the member's account that's in front of us right now, that's at the far window over there. She's saying that the funds came from a loan, but they did not. Okay. Fraud in progress to get the police involved as quickly as possible.
Okay, this is not a robbery.
I agree.
Do you understand the difference?
I agree.
Fraud in progress is not an emergent response that we need to be running every red light in the city, putting our life and anybody else's life at risk.
I understand.
That button is never to be pressed unless you're actually getting robbed.
Right.
This constitutes 911. So, can I clarify that with everybody who works here?
Make sure to clarify that.
Please, because I'm going 100 miles an hour to get here. I can get in a car accident and kill somebody or myself.
Forgive me, and I do apologize about that.
For a property crime, it's not worth it. Right. Now, if you're getting robbed, by all means, press the button.
I understand.
I want to get here to save your life.
Right.
For this,
I do apologize about that.
Okay, so a black female in the
Yes.
sweater? Okay. We're going to detain her. She's coming out now.
Do you have her ID with me?
Okay. How you doing, ma'am? I need you to hang out with me for a second. You have identification with you?
Yeah.
Okay. I need to see your identification.
Okay. What's going on?
I'll explain that to you when I have your identification.
I guess you gave me my ID.
Oh, yeah. You hang on to her for a minute. You want to come explain to me what's going on?
Yeah. So, again, officer, I do apologize. I'm sorry about that. So essentially what's going on, yes sir. So what's going on is these accounts are being opened online.
Okay.
They're being funded. They're keeping the accounts for 30 days.
Okay.
They're calling members of the existing credit union, of our credit union, spoofing them to give them their information over the phone, getting access to their online banking, and transferring the funds from this person's account to their account,
and then coming to withdraw
and then
the
coming
money.
in to withdraw the funds.
Okay.
So I called the members. They stated they did not do these transactions, that they were called yesterday by fraud, stating, and they gave out the codes and things of that nature.
Okay.
And that's kind of what's going on.
Okay. So go ahead and get me the victim's information.
Right.
Let me get it.
There's 2 of them. I made contact with one. I'm trying to get contact with the other.
What is this?
That's the. This is the withdrawal slip that she filled out to come in and take out the funds.
So I need
Can I have the next one, please?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
victim's information, the amount of the transfers, the date of occurrence of the transfers, dates that they got phone calls, and the amount she was trying to withdraw is $5,000. Okay. So let me get this information first before I call my supervisor or call out a detective, because the detective will come interview her directly.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no problem. I just wanted to clarify that, so we're on the same page going forward.
Right.
I get what you're saying, but this, at the end of the day, it is a property crime.
Right.
And it doesn't constitute us putting everybody's life in danger to
completely
get
agree.
here. Because God forbid I T-bone somebody and then
Yeah.
we get here and they're like, this is over money? Really?
Right, no, I
Because,
understand.
You know,
I understand.
somebody's holding up the bank, I want you to press that button all day long.
Tracking.
I want you to hit it 5 times if you have to.
Tracking.
You know? So,
So I'll get you.
what branch?
Army.
Yeah.
Yeah, Army.
As soon as you say tracking.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, it's right there.
My son says that all day.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even see it back
Yeah,
there.
it's right there. So, and this gentleman here, he's actually in the hospital.
Okay.
Yeah, he's actually in the hospital.
So
right now.
first name, last name, date of birth, address if you have it. Oh, Sergeant's here. Sarge? This is gonna happen a lot, just so you know.
Yeah, no, you're fine. How you doing? Sorry.
We're probably gonna need a call out for this for a detective. Same thing that happened last time here. They call customers alleging that they're from the fraud department, acquire their username and password, transfer funds from their account to an account that they open to keep open for 30 days.
We probably want to get her off her phone.
And then just she's not on the phone.
No, they just got her off.
I did
They-
restrict her account,
Okay.
so I blocked her account, so they can't do any transactions out of it.
They transfer funds from the victim's account into their account,
Okay.
and then come to the branch and withdraw the funds.
Okay. We've 100% know this is a fraud.
He's already made contact with the 2 victims. They did not authorize those transfers.
Okay.
Yeah.
They called us right away. I explained to him that that button is for robbery, not for fraud in progress. We already clarified that, so.
Completely on me.
Well, it got us here.
Yeah, and then obviously when Officer Avery was telling me, dude, we could have.
Okay, so she,
really bad, yeah.
through illegal means, she got a hold of 2 other victims'
Well,
information.
we don't know if she was the person that called them. We
Right.
just know that she came to withdraw the fraudulent.
That were obtained through illegal means.
Right.
So she could be,
Yeah, so when Gainey came out last time for the exact same situation, he 15 the person here on the spot. So,
I'll, let me just make sure they keep her off the phone.
yep,
And then we'll call Nick and
okay.
get some assistance.
Yep, I'll keep acquiring more information.
This second member, I've been trying to reach her, and she's not answering the phone. But again, when I asked her where did she get the funds from, she said she got it from a loan that she applied for online. Said that it was for $10,000. The total amount that was deposited in her account was $12K.
Okay.
Couldn't pull up any documents as to where her loan came from or anything of the sort.
Yeah, there's a ring that does this.
So these are the 2 victims. Oh, I need to give you Miss Maria's date of birth. I'm
All
sorry.
right, Gary Adder, and do we know when the money was
Yesterday.
yesterday? And when were the phone calls made? Yesterday as well?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We have a time that this money was transferred?
I'm trying to get that for you right now.
Time and amounts.
Right. So from Mr. Adderley,
Some sort of new
it was 2,000.
But Wes said last time he was here, it
2,356
was the same exact.
and 29 cents. That's from Mr.
Hold
Adderley.
on, 2,356 and 29 cents.
All right. And then Miss Maria, it was
I'll have Wes explain it to you with the bank.
9,643
There's no misunderstanding.
and 71 cents.
Hey, I have Nick on speakerphone.
Hey, Sarge.
If we can explain the fraud to him.
All right, so same thing that happened last time. They call customers and say they're from the fraud department, acquire their account information, username, password, and then they log into their account, transfer the funds from their account into an account that they open here, that they keep open for 30 days, and then once the funds clear, they come into the branch and try to withdraw the funds. This guy has already made contact with the owners of the accounts that the funds came out of, and they confirmed that they did not authorize these transactions, that they were contacted yesterday from somebody saying they were from the fraud department, and the bank confirmed that those were not employees. So the female is here. She tried to withdraw $5,000 from the account.
And she did take out from the account
Hold on a second.
$1,000 at the ATM today.
Oh, she-
$1,000 at the ATM yesterday.
She withdrew $1,000 from the ATM yesterday and $1,000 today from the ATM as well.
From the same account?
From the account that she created, yes.
And were they, do you know the ATM locations, were they the same branch?
Tell you right now.
He's looking it up. Give me a second.
Right
Not
here.
that, not that big of a deal.
Both of them here?
Yeah.
Yeah, both of them at this location.
Okay. And that was yesterday?
Yesterday and today.
Yesterday and today?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so the bank's the one that called you guys there,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
All right. Sounds good, buddy. I'll
right.
find out who's on call and I'll send them out.
All right.
So we're transporting her 19?
Or you want us to hold on to her here at the bank?
You can transport her 1019, but I need someone to probably stay at the bank until
Or you want us to just sit here with her?
you can sit there with her. That's fine.
All right.
She doesn't need to go anywhere.
All right, I'll just hang out with her in the lobby.
I just want the detective to be able to go there and you're able to say, hey, this is the bank rep that I was speaking to, and
Right.
you know, there's a clean communication there.
Okay, we'll just hang out
They're
here.
not confused when they show up.
Sounds
Thanks,
good.
buddy.
All right,
Bye.
bye-bye.
Okay. So right now, she's lawfully detained, yes?
It's better to just wait here, because,
Yeah, but I want her phone in our custody. Because she
Yeah.
was talking on it and texting on it when I got here. I did not like that.
What's her name? So the car must be her mom or something, because close enough, right? What do you mean?
have a seat, so.
We'll let her know she's not to the.
So what time yesterday?
I'm trying to get that info for you now. So it looks like 2250.
ATM, $1,000. That was on 119. And you said what time?
2250. So 11.
At 22:50 hours. And then today,
And then today it looks like it happened at 8:35 in the morning. Or midnight.
120.
If you want, officer, you can take a look. No, that's midnight. Sorry, that's midnight. Midnight and 8 minutes.
Okay, so 0008. Wow, you can take 1,000 out of the ATM.
You can, yeah. Bank of America lets you take 1,500.
Shoot, mine's capped at 5. Alright, I'm gonna leave mine just like that.
Yeah, leave it just like
I
that.
don't think I ever take cash out of the ATM
There's
anymore.
no need to.
I use Apple Pay for everything.
Exactly.
Alright, let me write these victims down. And got Gary, Adderley, 430, 56.
This is long. How good you're getting now.
It's gonna become more frequent.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's good that you guys are catching it, because a lot of banks don't catch it till a couple days later.
Sir, is there an office or like maybe even this little room right here that we can just sit her in so we're not all...
Yeah, you can go here. We have 2 conference rooms on that side over there if you want.
Whatever would be the most convenient for y'all.
Yeah. Right here's fine.
Right here's
Probably
fine.
out of customer view is fine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You
Yeah,
don't
over
want
there is
all
fine.
this
Yeah, that's fine.
stuff out there.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
What was the date of birth of Maria?
I think that's right now.
And I got
Now, the funds that entered.
so the transfer for Gary's account that was done. Both of those transfers were made yesterday, correct?
It looks like one. Actually, both of them. Look at that. Both of them.
Wow, and that
were
money
at 10
cleared.
o'clock at night. 10:37.
That cleared that fast.
Yeah.
Wow.
10:37. So what they do? So obviously, like what you guys do, as soon as they gain access to the members' online banking, they can do member-to-member transfers.
Okay.
So obviously they set up these spoof accounts with us.
So 2237, you said both?
2237 was the one from Miss Maria,
Okay.
and 2241 was the one from Mr. Adderley.
37,
I'm gonna try to contact Miss Maria again.
2241. Yeah, do what you gotta do. All right, I have all that information. Write her down. Five two zero 1779.
Okay, I can be on the west end. I'm coming from Sheridan and University. If you can just give me the call. West Broward CFT. Info channel. Tell it type 1.
They got it twice. They got Miss Maria twice.
16 Bravo 78. You said they got her twice?
Yeah, they had another transfer that came out of her account to another person's account for $12,000.
But that has nothing to do with this,
Has nothing to
though.
do with her.
Okay. 29 and a black female. Last name's gonna be Juliet Oscar, November Echo Sierra. First name, Delta Alpha, November Echo, Kilo Alpha, middle initial of Sierra, date of birth 95. That's why I have all my credit cards, all my bank accounts. I get an alert for every single transaction, no matter how minor it is. It could be $1. I get an alert.
Wes, you got this?
Yeah. Just gave me all the dates and times of all the transactions. He just found out that nothing to do with her, but there's another transaction of this victim. They transferred money
To another account.
78. She's clean.
She's part of the scheme one way or another, either as an innocent victim, or she's a major player in the scheme, or just somebody who will give you this money and then give us a piece. Right? That's usually the way these things work?
Normally, I mean, so yeah, so obviously there has to be some engagement in what's going on. But yeah, for sure, they're doing a lot of this.
So, how did you guys discover when she came in with this?
So any transactions over a certain limit, so we have to review any transactions over $500. We have to review an entire account history.
Okay.
Any transactions over $2,500 require management approval from the tellers.
Okay.
So when Isabella, the teller, saw the amount, she did her research, she came over to me, she says, hey Danny, I have this member that needs to do this transaction, but the funds came from a loan on an unrelated account. And that's how.
Okay.
So once she did that, I called Mr. Adderley, I let him know. He said, I received a phone call yesterday saying that my account was compromised. They sent me a text message, and I received the code, and I gave them that code, and they told me they were going to block my accounts. I see that text message, even though we have it on there, it says, do not share this message with anyone over the phone. We would never call you to get this code.
Right.
It says it on there. He went ahead and provided to them anyways. Obviously, he's in the hospital.
Right.
Whatever. So he gave them that, and he said he was under the impression that they froze his account. Right? So when I called him, I said, did you transfer money from your equity line of credit into your account to transfer to somebody else? He goes, no, I did not process that transaction at all. He goes, I received a call yesterday from your fraud department. I was like, sir, you were compromised yesterday. You gave out your information to someone over the phone, and they stole your information. They got your accounts. So when I went over to go to speak with her,
So they sent him a text message.
Right.
And the text message contains a verification code.
right, it's a secure access code. So whenever you need to reset your password for your online banking or anything of the sort,
Okay.
it will require you to send this code.
I got it.
When they send this code,
I got it.
that allows you to reset the password.
Okay.
And that's what they did.
Okay.
So when I asked her about it, I was like, hey, where did the funds come
So
from?
basically, when you get these phone calls, you need to just hang up, look at your credit card or bank account information, and call back yourself.
Exactly, right? So they're spoofing, somehow, some way, they're spoofing our number
Yeah.
to where when it comes up, it's showing up as Bright Star Credit Union.
Oh, that's easy.
Oh, okay, well, there's, yeah.
So there are apps that you can install on your iPhone, and you can type in any phone number you want to make it look like.
Nice. Yeah, it wasn't there. Shout out to technology.
Yeah. So I can say, hey, what's your phone number? And then call you from it, and it'll show you your phone number.
That's crazy.
Be like, how am I getting a phone call from my own? Oh, shoot.
Yeah. So then that's when like I said, when I asked her about it, I was like, hey, where did the funds come from? She said, I got it from a loan that I applied with Bright Star Credit Union. I'm like, really? I was like, can you show me your loan docs? And she was looking for them. She was like, well, it wasn't from Bright Star, it was from somewhere else. I'm trying to look for my loan docs. I was like, okay, I'll wait for you to provide me your loan docs. And she was like, well, I can come back later. I was like, no, it's fine, it's okay. We're taking care of you, just need your loan docs so I can verify the funds, so I can release these funds to you. And in that moment, it was an instinct to just boom, and then.
All right. So we're waiting on the detective to come out, and they're basically going to ask you everything I've already asked you again.
Yeah.
So I pretty much wrote everything down. Hopefully they don't need to re-ask you every single question.
Yeah.
And then they'll interview her, and she'll be taking a ride with us. All right, so if you want, go ahead and try to call the other victim.
Try to call them again.
Hi, you have reached the HR Support Services and Compensation Department. The offices are now... Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Good morning, Miss Maria. This is Daniel Tavares calling from Bright Star Credit Union here in Cooper City. This is an urgent matter in Bodycam. Please, I need you to give me a call back. Telephone number is 954-486-2728, extension 9101. Again, 954-486-2728, extension 9101. Thank you so much. Have a great day. I have to get on the phone with fraud and compliance. Go.
Yeah, usually when I get those fraud alerts, I log into my bank account to verify. I don't usually click on those things.
Yeah.
She doesn't even seem nervous. And which teller was it that alerted you?
Isabella, the one at the far end over there.
Do we know her last name? Do you know her phone number by any chance?
Yeah. You need a personal phone number?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll get her date of birth and address from her later. What is your first name?
Daniel?
Last name? Date of birth?
Hey, boss. Hello? 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 Hey, boss. Yes, ma'am. Hello? Yes, ma'am. You're good. I'm just trying to get a hold of somebody and no one's answering the phone. Yeah. Yeah, BSO's here. So I'm gonna you're gonna have a conversation with me later, but, and I got reprimanded. I shouldn't have done that because I kind of put the officer's life at risk by doing that because they came bolting over here. So I do apologize. I apologize to them about it, but you know, still it was wrong. So now we know not to do that ever again. Exactly. So that's why he instructed them. So no member came in or online account came in to withdraw funds. They transferred funds from 2 members' accounts last night from their equity line of credit. Member said that, I don't know. It says from the loan. So, we're right. Say again? They have them here. They're waiting for a detective, so they have the lady detained here. So they're waiting for the detective to get here. But, yeah. Thank you. That's fine. Thank you. All right, bye.
Your address. All right. Marsy's Law is a program that would keep your information private from being released publicly without your consent. Do you wish to opt into that program?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I will notate that on my report.
Thank you.
To make us ask that. I don't know why it's not automatic.
I don't know, man. Some people have problems.
I have never had one person say, "Oh no, I don't want to participate in that." So,
You're going to find the guy one day.
who's going to say, "No, you can release my information. I don't care."
You never know, bro.
No,
Some people that just want that kind of
not
stuff.
one person I've had say no. So I just don't understand why we even have to ask that. It
Should be a default.
yeah. Should be a checkbox, but we have to put it in the report. All right. Trying to think of anything else I can get. So her car is still sitting out here, so that means we don't need to look on video for a drop-off car since her car is here.
Okay.
Last time we looked for drop-off vehicle, but the camera labeling was all over the place. Finding it was a nightmare.
Yeah.
All right. Let me go make a phone call and see if we can actually figure out how long it's going to be before a detective gets here. I'll be right back. I'll make a phone call to find out an ETA. Going on for a phone call. Turn around, put your hands behind your back, palms together. We're going to go to the station, and the detective is going to have a conversation with you.
Can I call my mom?
Nope. She's already been searched, right? She's already been searched by Kelly? All right.
We didn't search the bag or anything like that.
All right. So, is there anything in your bag I need to know about? Because I have to check it to make sure there's no weapons in there before I place it in my vehicle. Nothing going to stick me in here? Hot grabba chips. Okay. Check this out. Alright. Put your glasses in here. Actually, I'll give you your ID back later. Let's go. 16 Bravo 78.
16 Bravo 78.
10105, black female, one time to 1019. Starting mileage 524.
That distinction matters legally. Under Terry versus Ohio, decided by the Supreme Court in 1968, a lawful investigative detention requires reasonable, articulable suspicion, not probable cause. The officer had more than suspicion. 2 confirmed victims, 2 prior ATM withdrawals of $1,000 each from the same compromised account. A woman standing at the window trying to pull another $5,000. Under Illinois versus Gates, 1983 courts evaluate probable cause using a totality of circumstances. Every fact here pointed the same direction. The detention was lawful from the moment he walked through the door. The scheme itself falls squarely under Florida Statute 817.034, the Florida Communications Fraud Act. It requires a systematic, ongoing course of conduct with intent to defraud. This was a textbook operation. Fraudsters called credit union members posing as the fraud department. They spoofed the credit union's actual phone number. Victims saw a legitimate caller ID, answered, and handed over their 2-factor authentication codes. Those codes unlocked online banking access. Funds were transferred from victim accounts into fraudulently opened accounts kept open for 30 days, long enough to let the money clear before the cash out run. The suspect is also exposed under Florida Statute 817.5. 68 criminal use of personal identification information, and potentially Florida Statute 896.101, the state's Money Laundering Act. Florida's money laundering statute does not require the defendant to be the architect of the scheme. Knowingly withdrawing proceeds of criminal activity is enough. That's what a money mule is. That's what the evidence shows here. Now the phone. The officer wanted it secured because the suspect had been texting during the encounter. Physically seizing the device is lawful incident to arrest under Chimmel versus California, 1969. Searching the contents is a different matter entirely. The Supreme Court in Riley versus California, 2014, held unanimously that accessing a cell phone's data requires a separate warrant. The officer got this right. One thing the bank did not get right, the panic alarm. Staff triggered a silent robbery alarm for a fraud in progress, 2 completely different legal and SIL. Operational categories. A robbery alarm sends officers code running red lights, maximum speed. For a property crime in progress with no imminent threat to persons, that response creates risk without justification. The officer said it plainly. That button is for robbery. The suspect's shifting story is independently significant. She first told the bank the funds came from a Bright Star loan. Then she said it was a different lender. Then she couldn't produce any documentation at all. Under Florida evidence law and federal relevance standards, false exculpatory statements are probative of consciousness of guilt. The lie doesn't just fail, it counts against her. Grading the officer, A-. He identified the legal basis for detention accurately, secured the scene, deferred custodial interrogation to detectives, and arrested without a single unnecessary use of force. Clean procedure throughout. He also enrolled the victim witness in Florida's Marsy's Law Program, Article 1, Section 16B of the Florida Constitution, which prevents a victim's personal information from being released publicly without consent. Most officers skip that step. The bank manager gets a B+. The internal detection protocol worked. Teller escalation, manager review, direct victim contact, account freeze, all before law enforcement arrived. The alarm was the only misstep. The suspect gets a C. She complied physically during the arrest. But the evidence, 2 ATM withdrawals, a fraudulent withdrawal slip, a story that changed 3 times tells its own story. Compliance at arrest doesn't undo that. The Broward Sheriff's Office gets a B+. The response was professional, the chain of command functioned correctly, and the detective call-out was timely. The panic alarm correction was handled with exactly the right tone. Lessons from this one. First, caller ID means nothing. Fraudsters can spoof any number in under a minute using consumer apps. If your bank calls about suspicious activity, hang up and call back on the number from your card. Second, 2-factor authentication codes are one-time secrets. The text message that sends them says it directly. Do not share this code with anyone on the phone. The bank will never ask for it. If someone does, that is the fraud. Third, financial institutions should train staff on the legal distinction between robbery and fraud before anyone's finger is near that alarm. The difference costs officers their lives if they're driving 90 miles an hour to the wrong call. Fourth, money mules are not insulated from prosecution by ignorance. If you are withdrawing cash from an account funded by someone else's stolen credentials, Florida law does not require the state to prove you designed the scheme, only that you knew. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic you would like us to cover in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to check out our channel for more police interaction and courtroom content.